Good Tuesday morning. It's 10 o'clock. We stream to you every morning at 10 o'clock. We go to about 10:15 or so. Give you an update on what's going on weather-wise, not only here, but across part of the country. We'll take a look at some of the weather affecting parts of the Midwest. And also, there's something in the tropics going on, not necessarily in the Gulf of Mexico, but looks like maybe towards the southeastern U.S. We'll show you a quick update on that as well. So I got a few things to look at for this morning, but overall, the pattern overhead here in southeast Texas is very quiet. Not expecting much in the way of any active weather until maybe we get into next week, and then we'll see maybe some scattered showers here and there. By the way, speaking of the tropics, I know we've been seeing a lot of stuff on social media about maybe some activity in the Gulf of Mexico. A lot of computer models forecasting 2-3 weeks out, and people are posting those on social media saying, oh, look at this computer model. 3 weeks from now, we're expecting to have a hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico. Well, don't believe those type of posts. And even the posts will say, you know, well, this is not a forecast. This is just something that could happen. Well, don't even entertain those folks. Don't click on those folks, because if you're talking about something that's 2 or 3 weeks out, you know, that's the kind of stuff that it's impossible to forecast that far out as far as a specific storm or something like that. So just pass those posts by. If there's anything happening tropics wise that will be affecting the Gulf of Mexico, we will be sure to let you know. Trust your sources that you usually go to for weather, us, maybe the Weather Service, and we will let you know what's going on well in advance. We will let you know what's going on. Like I said, 3 weeks away, and they're trying to tell you there's a tropical system. I wouldn't listen to them. Okay, there's my rant. I'm done. Let's get into what's going on weather-wise right here in southeast Texas. Here's our rest of the day forecast. How to start with that. Temperatures up near 90 today. We'll go partly cloudy. We'll go about 90 as we head back into the evening hours. We'll start off in the middle 80s by 6 o'clock, and by 10 o'clock we'll be into the upper 70s. And just looking at some partly cloudy skies out there for this afternoon. Looks like a dry day across southeast Texas. Allergy report real quick. You can see tree and grass now at 0, so good news there. Weed at medium, that's actually down a little bit, but the mold is up a little bit. So allergy report not perfect, but it looks a little bit better today if you suffer from especially tree and grass pollen. All right, let's take a look at a couple of sky cams across not only southeast Texas but southwest Louisiana. Oh well, we just saw Lake Charles. Here's our sky cam right here at our 12 News studio. We have it facing off towards the east. And you can see downtown Beaumont right over here in the corner, and just partly cloudy skies. This particular camera brought to you by Mid-County Plumbing, part of the Roofing 911 live Skycam network. And we're going to see this type of conditions as we go through most of the day. We'll see generally some partly cloudy skies, some low-level clouds, and then we'll see some of those high-level clouds as well, as there's some showers and thunderstorms out in parts of West Texas, and some of those tops of those storms are kind of blowing in our direction. So we've been seeing a little bit of high-level cloudiness along with these just partly cloudy skies here a little bit closer towards the surface. So looks like a perfect day to get some sunshine and to deal with some hot temperatures out there. Take you up towards Jasper. This is the view from the building Provalis is in. They sponsor this camera as we look down into Jasper there. It looks like it's pretty quiet. A little bit more cloud cover up in Jasper, as you can see. We'd almost go mostly cloudy skies with those kind of conditions up there, but the sun is shining through. You can see it down there on the cars on our Roofing 911 live Skycam network. And right across the street there is the Jasper County Courthouse. So Provalis right across the street from there. But just partly cloudy skies. We'll wait here 1 second and we'll get the one more camera to pull up, and we'll take a look at, I think probably here in Beaumont, maybe a camera, and we'll see what it's doing, and then we'll move on and show you what's going on with the weather. Oh, we'll go over to Orange. Good. We'll go over to Orange, the Horseman's Western Store. Once again, partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies out there. We call it kind of variable clouds. At the Horseman's Western Store right now, it's 84. So you can see already warming up. Humidity at 68%. Southwesterly winds at about, say, 5 to 15 miles per hour on our Roofing 911 live Skycam network. All right, let's take a look at temperatures right now. We're generally into the 80s, a couple of 70s still though. 79 in Woodville, 77 over in Kirbyville. Jasper's at 81, Silsbee at 80, 82 in Beaumont, Orange at 86, and then Port Arthur currently at about 83. Head over towards Houston, 84 there. Excuse me, up in Huntsville, 83, Lake Charles at 83. So things are pretty uniform, generally lower to middle 80s across most of the area. There is some activity in Texas this morning. It's this cluster of showers and thunderstorms that has moved out of West Texas into the hill country, getting real close to I-35 corridor between Austin and it looks like San Antonio this morning. It is shrinking though and dying down, so we're not expecting this to travel across the state. Excuse me, and move into southeast Texas. A weak front out in parts of West Texas, and those fired up overnight near that front and been moving off towards the east all morning long. We've been kind of tracking these, but not a lot of activity left over. It looks like it's dying down pretty quickly, so not even going to come close to southeast Texas. Matter of fact, these won't even make it into Houston. If you have maybe a doctor's visit over there or something this morning or early this afternoon, I don't think you'll have to worry about too much in the way of any rain. Extreme West Texas looks dry, and then East Texas is dry. It's just the middle part of the state that's been seeing some showers and thunderstorms. Take a quick look at what's going on across the rest of the country, and you can see a lot of activity in the Midwest from, say, the UP of Michigan through Minnesota, Wisconsin, down through Iowa, Missouri, Nebraska, Kansas, seeing some pretty strong thunderstorms out there for this morning. Heavy rainfall, and that stretches all the way back even into eastern sections of Colorado. Most of the Rocky Mountain states are dry, and it looks like the West Coast is looking pretty dry for this morning. And then also the East Coast, really not much going on from Maine all the way down to Florida. Dry conditions there as things seem pretty quiet. Now this storm system here towards the Midwest, that of course will be tracking across into the Great Lakes, looks like later on today into tomorrow, and then eventually in towards parts of New England as we head towards later on in the week. Our futurecast showing temperatures into the upper 80s as we head into the afternoon. We'll hit 90, I think, for an hour or two, and then we'll start to see those numbers start to fall back into the 80s as we head towards, it looks like, this evening. Most of the evening will be in the 80s. By 10 o'clock, we could see some upper 70s, and then we fall back into the 70s as we head towards tomorrow morning, looking at temperatures right around the lower 70s. It's kind of where we were this morning. We'll see that again for tomorrow morning. Then tomorrow afternoon, once again, we'll see those temperatures climbing. We'll be back up into the lower 90s for tomorrow. Don't think we'll see much in the way of rain tomorrow, but can't rule out something very isolated, say 10% or less coverage. And it looks like we're going to see that pretty much play out every day through the weekend. We could see a small chance for rain every day, an isolated shower here or there. Very few, very far between. Matter of fact, in my 7-day forecast, I don't even have rain chances until early next week, because I think what we do see are going to be so isolated that only a few will see them. So what's the point of putting like a 10% in the forecast when, like I said, most of the folks won't even have to deal with any rain as we go through the next several days. Now, here's the tropic stuff I was talking about, not in the Gulf of Mexico, but there's an area of disturbed weather down here towards the southern end of Florida. Florida's been getting some rain, especially down around Miami, the Keys. This is area of disturbed weather that's going to be working its way towards the north. And the Hurricane Center is looking at this area right here, just off the southeastern seaboard, that could see some development. But you notice they're only giving it a 10% chance of any development over the next 7 days. So right now, that's about as low as you can get as far as any development. So they've outlined this area, and we'll watch it. But right now, if there is any development, it's going to be very slow to develop, and it's a very low in chance of developing right now. But we'll keep you updated if they keep this going. Each morning around 10 o'clock when we do this stream, we'll update you, but not a big concern. Of course, no concern for us. It's not even in the Gulf of Mexico, and you can see the motion is everything kind of sliding off towards the north and east. Our coastal marine forecast for today, no advisories out there. We're seeing southeasterly winds at about 15 knots today, seas anywhere from 2 to 3 feet. Next high tide is coming up here at 11:20 this morning. Then we'll see one right before midnight, 11:59 to be exact, so 1 minute before midnight. And then our sunset tonight's at 8:14. Water temperature there into the Gulf, 82. At Texas Point, we've been seeing some gust anywhere between 20 and 22 miles an hour. So it's a little windy out there in the Gulf of Mexico, and look for just a light chop on the inland lakes and bays for today. So our forecast, we're going to run it down for you here. Partly cloudy skies generally today, as we showed you on some of the sky cams. So at times it could become mostly cloudy for a little bit. Temperature's going to be right up there around 90 degrees, maybe some upper 80s towards the coast as we get some of that wind off the Gulf of Mexico, so not quite as hot, but still we're looking at about 90, maybe 91 for today. If you're going to be out playing, working out in the heat for maybe 2 or 3 hours this afternoon, make sure you take lots of water in, take some breaks, get out of the heat for just a little bit. Heat index is not going to be too high, but still, just take care if you're going to be out in the heat. We're going to see these hot temperatures through the rest of the week into the weekend. We're expecting highs anywhere from about 90 to 93 each day. So definitely want to take care. As we head through the overnight hours, temperatures dropping back down into the lower 70s, so looking good up towards the lakes. And then we're in the lower to middle 70s here around the triangle with southeasterly winds about 5 to 10. So overnight should be fairly nice. Our normal low this time of year about 71. So we'll be getting pretty close to that. Our normal high actually about 90. So we'll be right on that again for today. Here's a look at 7-day forecast, and you can see numbers don't change a whole lot through the next 7 days. 90 today, tomorrow, and we stay right there about 91 to 93 as we go all the way into Monday of next week, and then those morning lows as well, anywhere from about 74 to 78. So they stay right in that middle 70s range as we go through the next several days. Once again, I want to point out, any day here we could pick up a random shower, but it's going to be less than a 10% coverage. So even though I don't have it there in the forecast, there are a chance of a shower here or there. So maybe if you're out barbecuing one evening and a little shower passes overhead, remember that I said something about it. But yeah, there's just not looking like a whole lot of rain out there going through the weekend. So outdoor activities I think will be fine. You don't have to worry about too much. Now Monday's a little bit different story. We do have about a 30% chance of some scattered showers on Monday. And that'll be, like I said, a little bit more than the random stuff we're going to be seeing all this week, but maybe a few showers here and there. Want to put a number at the bottom of your screen, and this number is, or we'll just show the whole screen. That's good news. Show the whole screen. This is a number that you can text us, and if you have a question about the weather going on as we go through the next week or so, you can text us at 409-749-9302. Ask us a question and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Matter of fact, I have the phone right over here off screen here, and I'm looking at it now. We haven't got any text today, but if you have a question, like I said, we have this phone in the weather office and we check it. And if you want to get directly to us here, I'm talking about myself, Patrick Vaughn, and also Kerry Cooper. We'll check the phone periodically. And if you have questions, we can help answer those for you if you're wondering about the weather at a certain time or whatever. Also, just since we have a couple minutes left here, if you're at home, you got your phone in your hand, you're kind of watching this, just text me where you're watching from. Are you watching from Kirbyville? Are you watching from Jasper, here in Beaumont, maybe over towards Vider? I just kind of want to see if this text thing actually even works, because I haven't gotten a text yet while I've been doing these streams, and we've been doing them now for about a week or so. So if somebody wants to just text, hey, I'm watching from Beaumont, that'd be nice to see the text go through. But it's 409-749-9302, and just send a text. Like I said, if you have a question or if you just want to tell me where you're watching from. Nope, not getting any text out there, so that's all right. All right, let's take a look once again at that 7-day forecast. And like I said, we're looking at just hot, dry conditions all the way through the week into the weekend. Next chance of rain looks like it's going to be coming up on Monday, and even Monday looks like we'll just see some scattered showers here and there. I don't think it's going to be a deal where you're going to have to cancel outdoor plans. Speaking of outdoors, take a look real quick outside, and you can see this is pretty much what it's going to look like the rest of the day. We're going to see those temperatures climbing up to around 90 degrees. South winds anywhere from between about 5 and 15 miles per hour. And hey, I think we got a couple texts. Hold on one second. Here we go.